One thing we like to do as language teachers is to get our students speaking. There's probably no better tool than Padlet to get your students to do recordings. This can be really useful, for example, if you prepare some material in the classroom so the students get practiced and get ready, but they do their recordings at home. This is really useful around exam time if you want your students to get extra practice, and I'm going to show you exactly how I use Padlet to get my students to record themselves speaking. Really hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like it, please share it, please comment on it, and of course join me on my YouTube channel. Let's get started. So here we got a great example of an activity that worked really well. I got my students to introduce themselves orally. I did the first recording to set up an example. All the students added up their recordings, and then afterwards I turned on the comments and allowed the students to go back, listen to the other students, and then leave comments. So we kind of got a two-stage activity. First, where students were recording themselves, talking about themselves, and the second part where they listened to other students and then responded to them. And the layout I used here was just a simple layout. Of course, there are lots of different layouts that you can use. So this is what I'm going to show you, and it just requires a little bit of knowledge of Padlet to do this effectively. So for this example, we're going to use the free tool. You get 3 Padlets for free. And if you use up your 3 Padlets, what you need to do then is click here and delete one. So create yourself a Padlet account. I don't have any special link or anything, but if you create yourself a Padlet account, and then what you want to do is click on Make a Padlet. Now the next thing I want you to do is click on Wall, very simple, and then a good idea is to choose a name for your Padlet. So we're going to call this Introducing or Introduction Padlet. So just write the name. Once you've done that, we're going to use the wall one. You've got other layouts, but we're going to focus on the wall today. Click on Done. Now it's just a matter of understanding a few things and we'll be ready to go. Now if you were to share this Padlet with your students now, and that's very easy to do, you would simply click on the share button and you would choose to make sure that they're set to be a writer, and then you would make sure also that you've got all of these settings off, so no password, no requirement to log in, no profile, and then you would simply copy that link and share it with the students. But the problem is this: when they come on, they click on post, they'll actually have multiple ways that they can work. They'll be able to write in their name, they'll be able to do all sorts of things here, and then also be able to write. But we only want them to be able to record audio. So we're going to simplify this with just a few settings, and it will completely change the way the Padlet works. Let me show you how we do that. So if we close that Padlet down, I'm just going to point out the first problem. When you click on that post button, notice here it says at the top subject, and I want to change that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that. I'm going to come over here to the settings. There's only one button that you need to go to. It's always the same one. Scroll down in your settings, come to post fields. I want you to click on it, and where it says subject at the top here, click on show, and I want you to change that to name. At the moment it says subject. We don't want that. We want people to put their name, and I'm going to require that. So that's the first change that we've made. And if we click on save now, close that down, and look at the post, you'll now see it says name and it's a requirement. The second problem is that we want to get rid of all of these options and just offer audio. So we're going to come back again, click again on the settings, come back again to that very important button, the post fields. I want you to click on it. This time go to the attachments. This is all the different things that students can add up. I want you to turn them all off, but I want you to leave one on, and that is audio recorder. Turn that one on and then click save. Now we're really getting there now, because if we close that down and now look what will happen when the students go to do an activity, they click on post, they can write their name, they can only add audio or text. Now it might be that we want to turn the text off as well. So how would we turn the text off? So we're just going to close that down, come back again to the post fields, same thing, one final thing to do, click on post fields, and this time the body. If you don't want people to write, you only want them to record audio, you don't want to give them the option of writing, go to the body, click on it and hide it. And that way now, the only thing that students can do, just close that down again, is when they post, is write their name and record whatever you've asked them to record. So that's the basics. Now I'm going to show you a couple of other really special features. Okay, hope you liked the video so far, and if you do, don't forget to click on the like button because it really helps me to keep my channel going. And these days we're really battling against all the free AI videos that are been adding up onto YouTube. What I want to do now though is show you a little bit more and go in just a little bit more detail. Let's say we want our students to record themselves, and then we want them, after everyone's put up their recordings, to go back, listen to other students, and then to be able to comment. So I'm going to show you how students record. I'm going to show you how to add comments, and I will go back over the sharing options and point out also that you can use this with a QR code as well. So let's move on and look then at a few more of the features in Padlet that were useful if you're doing an audio discussion. So let me take you through how the students record. Obviously, again, just to remind you, click on the share button, okay? And you want to make sure that the visitors with a link, and set them as writer so that they can actually add up content. Make sure that it's turn off the password, turn off visitors required to log in, and turn off publish to the web. We don't want any of that, or publish profile to the web. And then all you need to do is copy the link. Now, if you want your students to access on their mobile phones, what you may want to do is actually give them a QR code. So you can click here and you also have a QR code, and you can access and add to the discussion through the QR code. Now, let's look at when the students actually post. So they post, they're going to put their name, and then they're going to record. And they need to click on this button here. And I'm just going to quickly go through the recording process and try to make it super clear, because you do have to do 2 or 3 things to actually complete a recording and publish it. So once you've written your name, or once the student's written their name, they're going to click on this button here, audio record. They're going to make sure that they've got a WAV file. That shows them that the voice is being picked up by the microphone, and if it's not, they might need to click here and find out what microphone they need to set it to. I've got it set to my default microphone. Then to start recording, we click here. So I'm just going to click here very quickly. Hi, my name's Russell Stannard. I've been a language teacher since 1987, and I'm also an enthusiast about learning languages. I'm on my 4th languages. I have a CELTA, a Delta, a master's degree. I was a university lecturer for many years, but now I'm a freelancer. Stop. Now, this is the first thing. If you're not happy with your recording, or if your students are not happy with the recording, they click on this button here. If they are happy, they click here. And then they get the chance, if they want, to play it back. And again, they can discard if they're not happy. If they listen to the recording and they're not happy with the quality, they can actually click here and play it back. Now, the quality in Padlet is normally superb. Let's just have a quick listen. So I'm just going to click here. Hi, my name's Russell Stannard. I've been a language teacher since now. Okay, absolutely brilliant. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. So now, if I'm happy with the audio, I click on save, and it now uploads the audio into my Padlet. But I do have one final thing that I need to do, and that is to publish. And now I've published my Padlet. And of course, multiple students can be coming on via the link that you share and adding up their Padlets. Just a super quick break from the video. If you do like what you're seeing and you want more free videos, then come over to my website, teachertrainingvideos.com. I specialize in making videos to show teachers and students how to use technology in their language teaching and their language learning. And there's loads of content on the website. Also, if you're a language teacher, think about signing up to the newsletter. As well as getting updated on all the latest videos, there's a free 14-part course where I basically highlight some of the key technologies that we're using in language teaching. And many of the tools that I highlight are completely free. Also, if you were interested in having more training with me, then join me on Patreon. You get free videos every month with no advertising, and you get the chance to meet me online as well for an hour's training. We do an hour's training every month with the Patreon group where we actually work with the technology so you really learn to use them well. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the video. I really love showing teachers this on my Patreon channel. It's one of the favorite topics, Padlet, and we do lots of different training on Padlet. And when I do training in schools and organizations, often people say, oh, wow, how do you do audio discussion? And a lot of people don't even realize that you can do audio on Padlet. Now, I'm going to introduce you to two more really important things. One, what do you do if students start to write something rude or to record something rude? How can you control them if you're worried about what they're going to put up? There is actually a way that you can turn on moderation, and that means that the recordings will not actually be available until you agree to them. And I'm going to show you that. I'm also going to show you this idea of how you could get the students to do the recordings, and then afterwards, once everyone's put up their recordings, you can turn on the comments, and that way then students can go back, listen to each other's and comment on those. So let's start with how you control and moderate your Padlets. So let me just show you, just come over to your settings, and now we're going to do something slightly different. You're going to come down, the one that we've been looking at all of this time is post fields, but now what you're going to do is come down much further and you've got moderation. Now we've got auto moderation on at the moment, but I'm going to click on that to manual. And that means now that posts need to be agreed before they actually appear. Now I'm going to show you how this actually works in reality. So if I was to actually just copy this link so that I can actually go on as if I was a student. So I'm going to copy link to board. I'm now going to log in as a student or join a Padlet as a student. So here I am. I'm going to just paste in this link as if I was a student. There, I'll join the Padlet. I'm going to click on post. I'll put my name as Tom. Okay, so I'm just going to click here and write Tom, and then I'm going to just do a very quick recording. I'm just going to pick up the audio. I'm going to say allow. Testing, testing, testing. It's all working good. So let's start. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Stop. Remember this button here, playback and save. I can see that this recorded fine, so I'm not going to listen to it. I'm just going to save it. Remember, I have to submit. I have to wait a few seconds for the audio to upload into my Padlet, and then I click on submit. Okay, and then I'm going to put Tom here as my name. Okay, so done. Okay, and now that's going to appear on the screen. Now the interesting thing is, I think I can see that, and I can actually see anything that I've added up. But if we come back to the teacher's view now, you'll see that actually no one else will see Tom until we approve him. So once the teacher clicks on approve, now everybody will see Tom's or listen to Tom's recording. And that is how you can control students who may write something or say something inappropriate. So coming back to the settings, one of the things that we did was we looked at the really important button, which is post fields, and we went through subject, attachment and body. But there is another interesting thing that you may want to do at the beginning, and that is go again into settings, and apart from post fields, you might want to come down to a button that says comments. Click on that, and you might want to turn that off so students can't comment. So click on save. So we've turned comments off. Now the reason we've turned them off is, therefore students will do their recordings first. Then, once everyone's added up their recordings, you tell the students, right, now go back to the Padlet, listen to 3 other students and comment on or leave them a question or whatever you decide to set as the task. And to do that, you would then come to the settings and simply come down and turn the comments on. and now the students would be able to comment on each other's. And I think this is a really nice task. Now, one final tip is whenever you're making your Padlet, if you want to give some detailed instructions of what the students actually have to do, then you can click here and you can actually write your instructions in here in the description box. This is where you add the title, and this is where you add the description. So we've been looking at this settings button a lot, and we've been particularly focusing on three things. First of all, the post fields. Secondly, the comments. Thirdly, moderation. And we also pointed out that at the top of the screen is where you put your title in and you put a description in. You could say, for example, introduce yourself to the rest of the class, talk about your interests, your education, and your hopes for the future, or whatever. So here is where you would write the instructions. And then, as I've said, what you could do is once everyone's done their recordings, turn on the comments, tell them to come back and listen to each other's. Great technology for sharing and getting students working together, discussions, etc. Okay, really hope you liked that video, and if you do, please click on the like button because it really helps my YouTube channel. In a presentation I gave for Trinity London the other day, one of the teachers or one of the people in the group asked me, what's your top 5 technologies? And actually they asked me if Padlet was in my top 5, and it definitely would be. I wouldn't put it as the #1 tool, but it's certainly one of the tools that I always train on my Patreon channel and in all the training I do at universities and colleges and institutions, because it's a great technology. And I've showed you one thing today, but actually Padlet can do many, many things. If someone was to actually say at the moment, then what is your favorite tool? I think I would probably have to say at the moment, in terms of language learning, it would be Google Gemini. And I did recently make a video about Google Gemini where I highlighted 5 of the best features in Google Gemini. And if you want to watch that video, it's on the screen now. I highly recommend it. One final thing is, lots of people have been asking me, Russell, how do you make your videos? Well, actually, I use a technology called Camtasia. It's super simple to use. And I have made a video recently about how Camtasia works and how I make my videos. And you'll realize I don't use AI. And if you want to watch that, I'll put that on the screen as well now, how I make my videos using Camtasia. And you might find that really useful. Thank you very much. Okay, really hope you liked that video, and if you did, then please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free videos. Look at all the different menu items at the top of the screen here. If you're a teacher and you want to keep up a little bit more with the work I do, we often organize webinars, online courses, etc. Then sign up to the newsletter, and if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a free 14-part mini video course in using technology in language teaching, and nearly everything I suggest is free. If you want to take it a little bit further, then think about joining me on Patreon. If you join Patreon, you get extra videos every month with no advertising. I just go straight into the training, lots of ideas about how you can use the technologies in the class with your students, and you also get the chance to meet me online once a month for some direct training, and that's a real opportunity for you to practice using the technologies with me. And finally, if you want to go even further, join me on my very popular course, Technologies and Approaches to Blended, Hybrid and Online Teaching. I do that in collaboration with NILE, that is the Norwich Institute for Language Education, a very prestigious organisation in the UK. And that course has been running for many years and is very popular. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave a few more videos on the screen now that you might find useful.